Get ready to get nerdy. Let's get down and dirty in the world of real estate. Learn from the wizard, who is always great. Your host, David Tam. I know you can't wait. This is 4 Minutes with the Mr. Wizard of Real Estate.
What are some ways I can differentiate myself on a website?
There's a lot of different ways, but really it all starts with your storefront, your statement of credibility, which is your website. And so a few things that you want to do is go out and test the speed of your site. Make sure the site that you have is a good user experience, right? That's just 101. And you can do that on GTmetrix or Google Developer Tools. It's a bunch of different tools that we can link to in the video below. You want to make sure that your site is fast, but then we also want to make sure that your site is including unique value propositions that showcase you as a business professional. And what we want to get away from is boilerplate, copy-paste stuff that just says browse homes in or search for homes in. Why? That's what every other real estate professional on the entire planet can do. There's nothing special about that. And there's a lot of research now that shows that when a consumer is going to a real estate website, if they're in the market to browse for a home, they're not going to the individual site, unless somehow they're magically ranking above Zillow for home browsing terms, which most likely they're not.
That's impossible!
Okay, so we have to unpeel that a little bit. If that is the case, then we need to showcase a unique value proposition, typically that is seller focused, because that is something we can outrank the big box billion-dollar players for. It doesn't have to be. It can also be, who is your target market? Who do you typically work with? What is your unique value proposition? That needs to go on your website above the fold with a strong call to action. Get them to do something. Fill out a lead form, call today, get engaged. Want to learn more? All of those are great to have above the fold with a lead form or something for them to put in their information, opposed to scrolling down to a contact form, going to a third page and having to fill out 7 different boxes, which Neil Patel shows is not going to convert very well. And the data backs that up as well. I would say that alternative website design can start from day one. We've worked with single agents that their content and their unique websites drive over 50 transactions a year to them and their brand. And that was all done through their digital storefront, right? That first impression. And it wasn't done through a cookie cutter buyer focused site that loads extremely slow. Let's just be very clear, okay? The things that we can think about when we're trying to identify a unique value proposition are transaction volume. Not necessarily the numbers, but also growth. There's a reason we tripled in size. Your number of reviews do other clients and consumers really enjoy working with you? If so, feel free to showcase that on your hero section. That's what people really care about. Can I trust you?
You're asking me for $25,000. I'm not out to make you feel bad. I want to just be able to trust you. You know, it's about trust.
Any kind of community service. This is huge these days. Do you give back? Do you care? Are you doing beach cleanups? All that kind of really cool stuff. Please showcase that on your website. That's marketing gold. For a lot of the can sites, none of that's on there until you get to a 7th page on About Us on a really slow site and you're never getting there. And then at the end of the day, if you don't have a unique value proposition because you're just brand new, just be personable. Give some information about yourself. This is a true story. We had a client who was like, we don't really have a ton of unique value propositions, but our moms think we're awesome. So they literally put on their website, we are the #1 ranked real estate agents in the world by our moms. And it converts very well, it loads fast, it's hilarious, they're personable, and it's great.
Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.